What's up guys? I'm Rebecca. Welcome to my channel. The wonderful world of traveling. Destination part? Great. The getting there? Not so much. Here's my topic for today. Traveling, aka the getting there. I love going places. I love exploring different cultures. Hawaii or California is great. It's just what's leading up to that. Start out with packing. Packing, oh my goodness. Okay. One, packing is hard for me because I'm a girl. Also, it's hard because I'm not a light packer at all. I mean, yeah, I know I'm going to Hawaii, but what if there's some freak cold front coming in and I need jeans and a sweatshirt? So I gotta bring 2 pairs of jeans because if one gets like spilled on or something, I mean, I know I'm only staying 4 days, but if one gets damaged somehow, then I have another one and I need 2 sweatshirts. And I need my rain slicker and my rain boots because you never know. I now need 3 pairs of shorts, 3 tank tops, and 3 short sleeves. And then plus sleeves just in case. Now I need to pack my shoes. I need tennis shoes, I need running shoes, I need flops, sandals, flip-flops, sandals, town shoes, walking shoes. So once I have it all organized and together, I now have to put it in a confined space. Clothes in a suitcase is probably just as challenging as a puzzle because you have to fold it just perfectly, like doing origami or something, trying to fold it as small as you can to fit it in this tiny little spot. It's stressful. Once you finally get it in there and you're like sitting on it and you're bouncing on it, you're calling Dad, you're like, Dad, come here, sit on my suitcase and let me try to zip it up. Once you got it, now comes the taxi ride part. You probably have to get up at an ungodly hour for your flight. So one, you're completely tired, it's 5 a.m. You're trying to figure out if you forgot anything, and so you call a taxi to get you to the airport. The taxi pulls up and the guy helps you put your luggage in the trunk of the car and you're like, okay, great. So you get in the back, the car, just going, and there's no conversation going on. This is probably one of the most awkward situations I've ever been in. It's like creepy because you're not talking, there's no radio, there's no distractions, you're just sitting there like, yeah. So, finally get out of this awkward situation, give the guy your money and you're like, okay, great, I'm on my way now. You now have entered the terminal. The terminal is a maze of you trying to figure out where you're supposed to go, if you have to take the shuttle or not, I don't know. And then you're trying to avoid sick people that are over there like, and you're like, oh, I don't want that. So you're trying to avoid people, you're trying to figure out where you're gonna go. And so once you finally get to your destination, you have to now go through the bag check. Bag check has always creeped me out because you're taking off your shoes, you're taking off all your jewelry, then they put your carry-on and all this stuff through this x-ray machine to make sure that there's nothing in there. Then you yourself have to go through like an x-ray thing to make sure that there's no metal on you anywhere. This is scary enough, but now they've changed walking through the little band thing, you know, to going into this full circular body check where you have to stand like this and they like shut the glass doors and they press the red button and then it scans you and it goes down and you're just standing there like, because it's freaky. And then if they do find a piece of metal on you, they're sitting there like, they're sitting there giving you the death glare, trying to figure out where the metal is. Once you finally go through that, you get to your flight and you sit in their tiny little metal chairs waiting to board the plane. These chairs are so uncomfortable and you have to sit in them for like an hour because it's better to be safe than sorry, right? So once you finally board the plane, you get on there and you sit for pretty much another hour waiting and waiting, and you have to go through these tiny rows where you bump like 20 people and you're like, oh, sorry, and the people that you bump are watching you as you go down the aisle like, I don't even know. And then once you finally sit down, you're like, okay, I'm in the plane, this is good. You sit down and you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait. And finally, the announcer comes on.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for flying with us today. Now we will have the safety announcement.
And then the safety announcer comes on. And let's just be real, nobody listens to the safety announcer. Because it sounds like mumble. If you do listen to her, you pretty much get freaked out. Because basically what they're saying is if there was a situation where you're going to die, there is maybe a 50% chance that a cushion will save you. Tubey thing will pop down from the ceiling so you can breathe. You know, it's kind of scary. And then finally at the end of this, they tell you to turn off your cell phones because it could make the plane crash. I feel safe right now. You're telling me that my electronic device that is about this, like this big, could take down an entire plane? That's kind of scary. Once you're finally taking off, you're like, okay, well, I can just listen to some music and relax. And then you realize that you can't turn on your cell phone to listen to music. And then there's like 10,000 babies on your plane, and they just decide to all start this choir of screaming and crying, and it's so delightful. When is this gonna be over? Once you're finally up in the air, it's a little better, unless you experience turbulence. And then you just get to sit there for another 4 hours until you get to Hawaii. Fun times. You get to your destination, you get to your hotel, you lay on your bed, and you're like, oh, thank God, that is over. And you pretty much spend the rest of your time recovering from your flight. And then you get to go do it again. Woo! Thank you so much for watching. Please click that subscribe button down there and watch my other videos. I'm trying to make videos as often as I can. We'll see how that goes. So I'll see you later, guys.